More than 4 times jump within 1 year from the lows of March 2020. Still, the company is available at good valuation with immense room for growth. Due to the closure of various factories in China, global companies trying to reduce the dependency from China, and Indian government promoting the local manufacturing, this company is one of the biggest beneficiary of macro environment factors and well positioned to cater to the ever-growing demand. Of late, this company has made a lot of headline and became the talk of the town in investors community. I am talking about none other than Deepak Nitrite. Hello friends, my name is Sahil and this is my Personal Finance Academy where I explain everything about money management in layman's language. Over the past few quarters, Deepak Nitrite has shown tremendous growth in its revenue and profitability. But what factors resulted in such an extraordinary growth of Deepak Nitrite? Let's try to decode it in this video. As usual, we'll start the fundamental analysis of Deepak Nitrite by analyzing the company and its business, its competitive strength, future growth prospect, and the financial analysis to decide if Deepak Nitrite is fundamentally strong or not. Then, we will analyze the valuation of the company to decide if it is worth investing in Deepak Nitrite at current levels or not. And friends, in the next few weeks, I would cover fundamental analysis of companies like Laurus Lab, Alkyne Amine, Dixon Technology, Fine Organics, Advanced Enzyme, Endurance Technology, etc. All these companies have immense growth potential. I am sure you would appreciate the analysis. Alright, let's start with our analysis. Established in 1970s, Deepak Nitrite is a leading and fastest growing chemical intermediates company with a diversified presence across 3 segments: basic chemical, fine and specialty chemical, and performance products. It enjoys strong competitive positioning in most of the product categories and has a strong client base and cater to over 900 plus clients in over 40 plus countries with over 100 international quality products manufactured in 6 manufacturing facilities in India. Deepak Nitrite is ranked among Fortune Next 500 companies and recognized among the top 25 wealth creator by Fortune Magazine India. Its diversified product portfolio cater to segments like dyes and pigment, agrochemical, pharmaceutical, plastics, textile, paper, and home and personal care segment. Friends, Deepak Nitrite is one of the only 40 Indian companies awarded the use of Responsible Care logo, which is given to industry leaders who believe in sustainable growth. Today, Deepak Nitrite is a supplier of some of the world's biggest companies, including Bayer, Unilever, Indian Oil, Reliance, L'Oreal, etc. Now let us try to understand the business of Deepak Nitrite in detail. So first category is basic chemical. It includes products like sodium nitrite, sodium nitrate, nitrotoluidine, and fuel additives, which has application in paint industry, petrochemical industry, and rubber industry. Deepak Nitrite is a leading producer of sodium nitrite and sodium nitrate in the world. Next category is fine and specialty chemical. Its products include xylidine, cumidine, oxime, and specialty agrochemical, which is application in agrochemicals, color and pigment, paper, personal care, and pharma industry. Deepak Nitrite is among top 3 global players of xylidine, cumidine, and oxamine. Third category is performance product. This category includes optical brightening agent or OBA and flavonic, which is application in textile, coating, paper, detergent, etc. It has a 100% subsidiary with name Deepak Phenolics, which manufactures phenol, acetone, and isopropyl alcohol, that is IPA. Deepak Nitrite is the largest producer of phenol and acetone since 2018 in India. Phenols are used for making glue, household products, and as intermediates for industrial synthesis. Acetone is a solvent used in manufacturing of pharma products, plastics, cosmetics, and personal care products. IPA is also a key component in manufacturing of cleaning, disinfectant, agrochemical, resin, pharmaceutical products, and sanitizer. If you look at the revenue breakup by business, 39% revenue of Deepak Nitrite is from performance product, 15% is from basic chemicals, and 46% is from fine and specialty chemical. If you look at the management of Deepak Nitrite chairman and MD is Mr. Deepak C. Mehta, Mr. Deepak Mehta has over 40 years of experience in chemical industry and one of the prominent personality in chemical sector in India. He is also the chairman of National Chemical Committee at FICCI. He is the second generation member of Mehta family to lead the company. They also have the third generation young blood to take the legacy forward with Mr. Maulik Mehta, who is the CEO of the company and holds BBA degree from University of Liverpool, UK. He also has done Masters in Industrial and Organization Psychology from Columbia University, USA. Further, he has done his MBA from Harvard University, Boston. He is 37-year-old and has got 10 years of experience. Overall, on company and its business, I would rate it 10 on 10. The first competitive strength of Deepak Nitrite is market leadership across product segment. Deepak Nitrite is the market leader in most of the businesses it operates. For example, in basic chemical business, Deepak Nitrite is the largest player in India for supplying sodium nitrite with market share of 80%, fuel additives with market share of 75%, and nitrotoluene with 50% market share. It has a market share of 75% in the performance product business of optical brightening agent. In the fine and specialty chemical segment, Deepak Nitrite is continuously investing money in research and development and integrated operations, which has established Deepak Nitrite relationship with key customers for supplying xylidine, oxime, cumidine, nitrooxaline, which has application in pharma, personal care and agro-based chemicals. Next strength is backward integration. Friends, it is very important to understand the concept of forward and backward integration in a business. Let me help you understand with a simple example. Let's say you manufacture FMCG product like soap, shampoo, biscuit, etc. Now you would need help from two sides. On one side, you would need to procure the raw material like various chemicals to manufacture your product, and on other side, you would need a good distribution network to distribute your products. Generally, one company can't do everything. Hence, there are various entities involved in various segments. Naturally, every entity including raw material supplier and distributor would have its profit margin. Now, if you want to grow, what can you do? You can add more products in your portfolio, and that's called horizontal integration. What else can you do? You can have your own distribution network, and that's called forward integration. Likewise, you can have your own raw material manufacturing plant, and that's called backward integration. Both forward and backward integration are called vertical integration. This way, your cost would reduce and you will enjoy better margins. When you have lower cost, you become a leader, as competitors will not be able to compete at that cost. This is the most important aspect in chemical sector. Now let us understand how Deepak Nitrite is using backward integration. One of the key strengths of Deepak Nitrite is its backward integration, where it also manufactures the raw material used for producing the final product. For example, company did backward integration by acquiring Vasant Chemical in 2006, which was a manufacturer of Dasta, an important raw material for manufacturing brightening agents. Company is planning a lot of such backward and forward integration to expand its business and manufacture product at lower cost. Third key strength is sustainable growth. Deepak Nitrite has always focused on sustainable growth, which is again a key differentiator. It is one of the only 40 Indian companies awarded the use of responsible care logo, which is given to industry leaders who believe in sustainable growth. Friends, the biggest reason for high growth in chemical sector in India in recent year is due to shutdown of many chemical factories in China due to environmental concern. And in the future, chemical companies in India would only be able to operate if they are sustainable without harming the environment. Deepak Nitrite is one of the few companies with sustainable growth. If you ask me about the risk aspect of Deepak Nitrite, one major risk is that China is still a big player in chemical sector with 35% market share. What if tomorrow it reduces its cost to gain the market share? It would impact the chemical sector in India. Another key aspect would be the best practices for sustainable growth, as chemical sector releases many hazardous byproducts. If you look at the competitors, it has various competitors in chemical sector in different categories. Some of the competitors include Aarti Industries, Vinati Organics, Fine Organics, Tata Chemical, Godrej Industry, etc. Overall, on competitive strength, I would rate Deepak Nitrite 9 on 10. The global chemical industry currently stands at $4 trillion in annual sales. Over the past 2 decades, this industry has witnessed a structural shift of manufacturing from dominance from West, including US and Europe, to East, which include China. China alone represents a dominant 35% share in the global chemical industry, while India has a very small share in chemical manufacturing. India is, however, expected to be one of the fastest growing chemical markets in the world in the coming years. The biggest reason is structural shift in the global supply chain, or the theme called China Plus One. Especially after COVID, companies all over the world are exploring the alternatives of China, so that they can reduce their dependency from China and minimize the business risk. India is said to be a key beneficiary of this shift. India is already the 6th largest producer of chemical and has all the required skill set and technology to cater to this ever-growing global demand for chemicals. In fact, even the Indian government is focusing a lot on Make in India initiative, and this would again help the Indian companies to flourish in the long term, including the chemical sector. There would be an increase in demand not only from the global market but also from the domestic market due to increasing chemical consumption across industry. If you look at the future growth prospect of Deepak Nitrite, it is all set to encash this growing demand as being one of the biggest players in the chemical industry, and has already invested in manufacturing new plants to cater to the growing demand. Deepak Nitrite continues to expand the business by both backward and forward integration, where company would expand its scope of various value-added products with forward integration. For example, Deepak Phenolics invested more than 1400 crore over 25 months, one of the largest investment in India's chemical sector in recent years, to create a manufacturing capacity of 2 lakh ton of phenol per annum and 1.2 lakh ton of its co-product acetone, and supported by a capacity of 26 lakh ton of chemical compound cumene. The plant, with advanced digital IoT system, process technology and zero emission, is 8 times bigger than all existing facilities in India. It was commissioned in November 2018. Deepak Nitrite chairman and MD said that it will help in saving $500 million in imports for the country. In April 2020, Deepak Nitrite subsidiary Deepak Phenolics commissioned a 30 metric ton annually plant at Dahej to make isopropyl alcohol from acetone. Earlier, there was huge dependency on China for these products. So new production would significantly reduce the country's dependency on import of these products. IPA is an important input in the production of essential pharmaceutical and manufacturing of sanitizers. Overall, if there is one company that would lead the growth of chemical sector in India, then it is Deepak Nitrite. It is a brilliant example of Atmanirbhar Bharat, and I have no doubt about its bright future growth prospect. Hence, on future growth, I would rate it 10 on 10. If you look at the revenue growth, Deepak Nitrite revenues have grown from 1,327 crore in FY15 to currently at 3,953 by December 20. The slight fall is due to COVID. The CAGR growth rate in the last 6 years is 20%, which is brilliant. Its profits have grown from 53 crore in March 15 to currently at 658 crore by December 20. Just look at the sharp growth in profit. The CAGR growth rate in last 6 years is 55%, which is just insane. Hence, on growth ratio, I would rate it 10 on 10. If you look at the profitability ratio, Deepak Nitrite's operating margin has been great. In fact, in the last few years, its operating margin have increased significantly due to forward and backward integration, and currently operating at a margin of 27%. If you look at the profitability, Deepak Nitrite latest ROE is 35.8 and ROCE is 37.1, which is just exceptional. Hence, on profitability ratio, I would rate it 10 on 10. If you look at the debt to equity ratio, Deepak Nitrite has significantly reduced its debt level and currently at 0.38, which is well under control. Hence, on debt to equity ratio, I would rate it 10 on 10. If you look at the valuations, Deepak Nitrite share has jumped from the lows of 310 in March 20 to currently at 1300. That's more than 4 times jump in just 1 year. However, in spite of such a sharp jump, Deepak Nitrite is still trading at P ratio of 27, which is very reasonable. In fact, looking at the growth prospect, it is undervalued and has immense potential to grow. Overall, if we conclude, Deepak Nitrite has an excellent business and its management, strong competitive advantage and solid financial and a very bright growth prospect, which makes it a fundamentally super strong company. And it is currently available at fair valuation. What is your take on Deepak Nitrite? Have you invested in it? Do let me know in the comment box. I will see you next week with another fundamental analysis. Till then, take care.